Alright, Schlockmeisters fans, gonna watch a newer movie for a change. Horror movie. It's called It Comes at Night. Let's check it out. Our movie starts with an old man who apparently is very sick. They take Grandpa outside. I guess he was sick. And bury him. And burn him. I guess there's some sort of plague going on. This is kind of like a Walking Dead thing. And they're living on their own in all the woods somewhere. I believe this is a dream here. I think that's Grandpa again.
Wake up, what's going on? There's somebody in the house. What?
The mother said there's someone in the house. And indeed there is.
Hey, down! Hey! Put the gun down, now! Put the gun down! I'll shoot you, I'll drop you right now! Okay, okay. It was an accident, no one needs to get hurt.
Well, the dad, Paul, takes this guy out, duct tapes him to a tree.
It's about that long. It's alright. Do it again. It's okay.
They think he possibly could be sick. They don't know what, so they're just going to leave him out there for a bite.
In the woods.
They interview him the next day.
An abandoned house. About 50 miles from here.
Why he's leaving?
We're running out of water, and I left them with the rest of the food in the water. I thought it'd be safer that way.
Are they sick?
No.
Is that why you left him?
No. No, sir, they are not
Hey,
sick.
listen. And do you have any idea what's going on out there?
No. As soon as people in the city started getting sick, got out, got as far away as possible.
They contemplate bringing him and his family into their family.
The more people we have here, the better we can defend it. He found us, other people will too. They could bring the animals here. We wouldn't have to just trade for them.
So the stranger's name is Will. He agrees to take Will. They're going to go pick up his family and bring him back. Doesn't completely trust him yet, though. They're not alone out there. Someone starts shooting at him. But Paul's a good shot, too. But they are able to retrieve the guy's family. Kim and their boy Andrew. Kim is played by Riley Keough, Elvis Presley's granddaughter.
His wife Kim and their son Andrew.
So they become one big family unit. Paul and Sarah basically teach them how to survive, how to do things, distill water, chop wood. Paul and Sarah's boy Travis, perhaps he's attracted to Kim? However, this is a dream sequence, and this crap she spits out of her mouth isn't really happening.
I need to tell you.
Don't fully trust them yet.
You can't trust anybody but family. As good as they seem. Just don't forget that, okay?
I'll take care of
Don't know what's going on here, but suddenly their dog Stanley is barking his head off.
Hey, settle down.
And away he goes.
No, it was just me and my dad, and my dad was a mechanic.
At one
I was
point,
just an only child.
he said he was staying at his brother's place, but now he says he's an only child.
Yeah.
Caught him in a lie. At night, Travis is down in the basement and the door is open. They never leave that door open, obviously. Stanley the dog never came back either, by the way. And suddenly Stanley shows up. Stanley has seen better days. Paul thinks it's a good idea if two families separate for a few days.
We can't take any risk right now. Sarah, Travis, we're gonna do the same. I'll get everything that we need. I just think that we should probably...
Let's go.
Has Travis got this plague or sickness or whatever it is? Oh, there's Grandpa again. Is it a dream? It's a dream. Travis spies on the other family.
He was crying and I was listening in the attic.
And thinks Andrew is sick.
Andrew was crying and Kim said they needed to leave.
He heard the family say that they wanted to leave.
Come in.
Paul and Sarah aren't taking any chances.
No, it's not a good time right now, Paul. You know, you say yourself, we shouldn't see each other, you know, right now.
Just want to make sure that Andrew's okay, that's all. Sarah?
Will lets him in.
No, take your hand off of it. Take your hand off of it right now. Take your hand off.
Okay.
Come in. And shut.
Just want what's fair.
He just wants to leave.
Enough food and enough water, then we're gonna go. You're never gonna see us again. Do you understand?
Keep your eyes closed.
Fight ensues. Paul gets the upper hand.
Where'd she go?
The fight goes outside until she finally takes Will out. And then Paul takes a shot. He ended up hitting the baby, Andrew. Nothing left to do but take her out too. I don't know if this is the same day, the next day, or what, but it appears that Travis has got the sickness.
It's gonna be okay.
Movie ends with Paul and Sarah sitting at the table by themselves. Apparently, Travis is no more. All right. Just got done watching this movie, It Comes at Night, a newer horror movie, I believe, from earlier this year, I think, 2017. And I'm watching it on the very last night of 2017. Happy New Year, everybody. I liked this movie. It was a movie I wanted to see in the theater, but I didn't get a chance to. But finally got to see it now. We watched it, actually, all the kids and I watched it as well. So anyway, we have don't know exactly what's going on in there. It has a whole kind of Walking Dead kind of feel. Obviously, there's some sort of plague or sickness that's going on in the country, and everybody's sick, people are dying. So we have one family here that's gone off and just living by themselves out in the woods in their house or cabin, whatever it is, and they meet up with this other family. There's some interesting things going on here, though. Originally, when they capture Will, he says he had been staying at his brother's place, but they ran out of water, the brother died, and they were just looking for food and water and that sort of thing. Later on, he catches Will in a lie because he asks Will, about his past and stuff, and Will says, yeah, I was living with my dad, I was an only child. And then he's like, well, I thought you said you had a brother. And then she said, well, it was my wife's brother. I just called him my brother. So, I don't know, that was kind of odd. And so we actually never found out what exactly was going on there. We never found out exactly what was going on in terms of this plague or sickness, what it was. We never found out what happened to the dog, Stanley, obviously, and we never found out who opened the door to let Stanley back in. And at the end of the movie, we're kind of led to believe that Andrew, the boy, might be sick. Because at one point, when these people are sick, they get black eyes, for one thing, too. And he keeps saying, Andrew, keep your eyes closed, keep your eyes closed. So we're led to believe they're sick, but then we don't know. They come out, and obviously there's a shootout outside, so we just never find out for sure whether they're sick. So there's a lot of unanswered questions in this movie. Nonetheless, I still enjoyed it quite a bit, actually, because the film gives you a lot of tension, and I think it's okay that it left all these questions unanswered, because it just makes you think as to what exactly was going on there. And, of course, if Travis, their son, is sick at the end, and clearly he was sick, he had all those warts and bruises or whatever, those lesions that were on his body, Does that mean that mom and dad are going to get sick too? I don't know. Probably. I don't know. So I guess, yeah, I don't know. So anyway, I like this movie. It's called It Comes at Night. I got this on a DVD here. I think I got this like a Black Friday sale. It was really cheap or something. I'm not sure. But I'm sure it's available on Blu-ray now too. It's pretty decent. I think you'll like it. Let me know what you think about it. Leave some comments down below. We will discuss it. It's called It Comes at Night.